you, Pino? Who wants to hear about another naive fool?
Silence! Still, you foul tongue.
I'm just saying what everyone thinks.
Everyone has a right to an opinion, yes, but that doesn't mean that everyone is right.
It's been so long ago, but the story of Pino Livigny and his fight against Fimepo still lives in Pantelleria. A local farmer had worked for many years for the pride of his life, his son.
If only Mum were here with us.
The old man became widower 1.5 years ago. His wife always said, "We will offer our son a car, a lot of money." But the local postmaster had just established a new investment company, Finanziaria Meridionale Popolare, Fimepo, 26% in return.
To earn money, you have to invest.
But soon after Fimepo went bankrupt, the money was gone.
What have these people expected? 26%?
The contempt comes easy for he who does not dare to hope.
Soon after, Pino Livigny summoned the victims.
Good evening, I'm Pino Livigny. I have also invited representatives of Fimepo, but they have all disappeared. Some of us have lost a lot of money, some of us less. But we are anyway all in the same boat. Fimepo has destroyed 80% of our business.
I thought the owners of Fimepo was my friends, and I gave them in confidence my money. It was also a reaction to the banks here in the southern Italy. They deny us the real interest rate, while Fimepo promised us 13 to 14%. And I was not the only one to trust them. More than 250 did.
My name is Anna Gabriela. Many have been home today because they are ashamed. They are scared.
They are without shame.
Be calm. If we just stand together, we have nothing to fear.
They thought the enemy came from the north, only to find out that the enemy was their next of kin.
Why work like a beast when a smile and a lie can make others pay for you?
First there was Pino Livigny, but right after came Memo Scacella.
My name is Scacella. I am a doctor of economics. This is our first meeting, convened by Pino Livigny. You can now choose to form a committee and give me or another a mandate to move on.
That's why we are here today, to collect signatures.
That's what we want. Here. A company of this kind is only responsible for 20 million lira. There is no money to collect. Then everything is lost. I'm prepared to pay 100 million to get them in jail. Some of you have only paid a deposit. Others have invested and registered as partners. Such we have to review your stories one by one.
We are ignorant. We know nothing.
It is clear what must happen. The rich must help the poor.
The rich is only rich because he steals from the poor.
First Pino and Scacella, then came Paolo Borsellino, prosecutor of Marsala.
Excuse me for intruding, Commissioner Borsellino. I have collected the material I and Scacella have found.
Excellent work, dear Livigny.
And here are all the money transfers. As I'm sure you clearly can see, points everything in the direction of the mafia.
We now have sufficient material to make the first arrest. I ask you to be ready to move at my signal.
See how the sword of truth cuts through the lies.
One victory doesn't win a war.
Pino Livigne and Mimo Scarcella's bravery is put to the test.
What happened? Are you hurt?
No, not me. They have sent fire to my brother's apartment.
Has this something to do with us?
He has never bothered anyone. This is not only about me or my brother. It is our families, our children, and my customers too.
This is not your fight. Let Borsellino finish his job.
Look at Pino. He's scared. Why does he keep on fighting?
The true courage is to know the danger and nevertheless act.
Soon after, the mafia struck again, this time hitting Paolo Borsellino, prosecutor of Marsala.
Oh God, it has happened.
Sorry. What has happened?
All hope is out. We are lost.
So that was the price. Is this worth a life?
The bomb knows no regret. It has its own logic. Paolo Borsellino is dead, and nothing can bring him back.
First Scarcella was out, then Borsellino, poor Pino.
For once, Pino has lost his voice.
What can you say when all hope is gone?
My thoughts cannot connect. All meaning has disappeared. I'm thrown into a bottomless dark. The words fade on my tongue. The wings of my soul are broken. Borsellino is dead.
You carry too much on your shoulders, dear Pino.
I cannot feel myself.
It's too heavy, dear Pino. Dear Pino, you must forget. Forget. Forget.
Pino would not give up the fight, but how to win without Scarcella and Borsellino?
Here, let it be known. There is no evidence for the claimant's claim. The case is dismissed.
Here. Let it be known. No evidence has been found supporting the accusations.
Here. Let it be known. We do not find there is a connection between the accused and any criminal organization.
An accident rarely comes alone.
When you are alone, then you get the final blow.
In 1991 started Pino Livigne his battle, but the locals soon turned against him, laughing behind his back. He was left alone.
No one is listening to your stories, Pino. You waste our time.
Read here. I have sent this to Marsala's court. This time we will get the mafia.
Find another to tell your bedtime stories.
Look, Pino's big promises now turns against him.
The one who steps to the fore is alone.
If it was not for Anna Gabriela, Pino would have been completely lost.
Pino, hello, are you there?
I'm trying to find my calm again, but it's all a mess. I've spoken to Massimiliano. We can show now where the money of the mafia is hidden.
We already know where the money are. I drive every day by the Hotel Cosira, owned by the daughter of the postmaster.
Yes, but now we can prove it.
Since when has evidence helped us in court? Listen now, a lawyer in Rome has won a big case at the European Court of Human Rights, and he has received economical compensation from the Italian state.
Should the state then pay for the crimes of the mafia?
I'm not a communist as you. My children and my grandchildren cannot wait for the coming of your revolution.
Diana, without you I could not survive. Mamma mia, These nights. Okay. I will show the art to Massimiliano.
Pino is a communist. The good doctor should give him a few more electroshocks.
The man has ideals. When did that become a crime?
Soon after, Pino and Anna Gabriele found a new ally, Massimiliano Reggiani.
Dear Massimiliano, I'm against Anna's idea. We must maintain our focus on the mafia.
But dear Pino, if I might add, her idea has promise.
My fight is not about the money. It is a collective project, a new collective future without the mafia.
Dear Pino, look what Fimibo has done to you. Frets, insomnia, stress, isolation. You need to show some results for all your time and effort, don't you?
The money has never been my goal.
Giovanni Romano shares many of your ideas.
You have spoken to him?
Pino will win, yes, but only in his own manner.
Justice follows the truth. And truth is, the mafia imprisons these poor people of Pantelleria.
Roman lawyer Giovanni Romano takes Pino's case to Human Rights Court in Strasbourg.
I'm Giovanni Romano, as you can see from a review of the case.
For your sake, Anna.
I'm breathless.
Has the Italian state not provided the necessary resources?
I accept this step.
I do not dare to hope.
And therefore, the Italian state is liable for all damages.
Over 200 people gave up.
I also have to give up soon.
What are you saying?
I'm sick, worn out.
Do not let go of the hope.
The doctors have given up. I'm left to the mercy of God.
First Borsellino, and now you.
Anna Gabriele died. Pino Livigne had lost again.
I'm back in the dark.
You carry too much, dear Pino. No one can bear your burden.
How can I live when Anna is gone?
You carry too much, dear Pino. You'll forget. Forget. Forget.
After 25 years, victory finally came to Pino.
Romano has won. Now we have to go back to the Supreme Court. The state has to pay now.
I just wish Anna had been here now.
Many have died in this battle, and even more gave up.
Have you heard? We won.
What did we win?
Compensation from the European Court of Human Rights. The money comes now.
Why do you suddenly think that someone in Rome care about us?
Look at this loser. No one believes him.
He has won whatever the locals believe.
This is Italy, and the money can get lost 1,000 times before they arrive at Pantelleria.
Justice could not make way for 28 years. Police, courts, the press, mafia, and state are the one and same.
Pinocchio was nearly right. The Italian government made a special law supposed to block the money. But Giovanni Romano, Pino Livigne, and Massimiliano Reggiani made a case again and won.
Calm now. Everyone gets their share, and remember now, everyone gets the same amount no matter how much they have lost.
Dear combatants of this great battle, we have won a victory of all times. Let this glorious moment show to us all what we can achieve by standing united.
Yes, but let's get the money now. Then you can talk afterwards. Come to the table and state your name and sign up for the money.
They get their money and continue as nothing has happened. How are we going to secure the future on this island when ignorance and greed walks hand in hand?
Hooray for Pino!
Hooray, hooray, hooray!
Good citizens of Pantelleria, today is a big day. After 28 years where I had taken part in the 8, Due to the stubbornness of Pino Livigno and most of all his courage, we have won. And Pino brought Massimiliano into the battle. I will now ask Pino Livigno and Massimiliano Reggiano to come to me and receive, for the hard work and courage, a medal made by the grateful residents of Pantelleria.
We must not forget Anna Gabriele. I bow in respect of her memory, and also for Paolo Borsellino. Remember, the fight will continue. Why fight for a seat at the beggar's banquet? But everyone greets me now. They cheered me. Should I not enjoy that? I know that their love is as changeable as the weather, but don't you step into the sun when it shines, even if you know that rain will follow.
Oh yes, I also hear what is not said, but lingers in the silence. These people who parade as victims do not bear the true colors of innocence.
Stop! Where is their fault? They have been naive, yes, stupid. But that does not amount to guilt.
Oh yes, my mournful heart, they knew in the first place that they gave the money to the Mafia. They trusted that the Mafia would guarantee them the rightful share of the riches. There, you see the true scope of the human tragedy. He who trusts the right of the strongest will fall for his acts.